After some cold and grey days in Ukraine, I decided to travel to a warmer destination, so I boarded a plane to Athens, the capital of Greece and the cradle of Western civilization. This city has been inhabited for over 5,000 years. While many of its ancient buildings and temples are long gone, the remnants of a once flourishing civilization still attract more than 6 million tourists a year. In this video, I'll take you through the narrow streets of the city's old quarters and visit some of its most iconic landmarks, including the world-famous Akropolis. Join me as I explore Athens.
Welcome to Greece. I'm here at the birthplace of Western civilization in Athens. But before we're gonna explore the city, I'm gonna try some halloumi wrap.
Halloumi originally comes from Cyprus, but you can find it in Greece as well, even though it's technically not part of the traditional cuisine here. After eating, it was time to explore the city.
So the food was like really good. The halloumi, I love it. And here we're at a very touristy place because look at this view. We have the world famous Akropolis. We're not gonna go there today, but during my time here in Athens we're definitely gonna check it out. But today, let's see what the city here has to offer. It's a very touristy part and I'm sure we're gonna find some interesting things.
Before checking out Athens' different temples, I decided to get a broad overview over the area. This area here is called Monastiraki, and it's right in the center of Athens.
Here in the touristy part in Athens, there are so many cute streets with like art and like flea markets, souvenirs, antiques, whatever you want, and it's so cute. All these little streets and then mixed in with restaurants. The sun is shining, it's beautiful. All the time while walking through the city, I randomly see like ancient ruins, and it's crazy to think about. These ruins are like 2,500 years old. They date back to 5 BC. It's insane. And here's another one.
These ruins here are Hadrian's library.
Like imagining how old that is, and it's just incredibly beautiful. So obviously you're not only gonna find ancient ruins from ancient Greece here in Athens, because the country is very religious, Greek Orthodox, so there's also gonna be churches like this one here. Really nice church. And very interesting is because for like so many years people here worshipped all the gods and goddesses of ancient Greece, like Zeus, Aphrodite, Athena. But nowadays it is actually forbidden to worship them in the ruins of the temple, so you can't put offerings there. It is considered illegal nowadays. But that's what it is. So day 2 in Athens, and today we're gonna check out some of the archaeological sites. And I just went here to the Agora, and from here you can enter the Akropolis, which is right over there, the mountain, with the Parthenon and everything on top. And interestingly, I didn't know it was a holiday, but apparently it's some sort of holiday today here in Greece, and the entry is free. I guess I'm lucky today.
The Agora used to be an ancient gathering place. Today, you can find many remains of ancient temples here.
So over here, the first temple, this one, is the temple of Hephaestus. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Hephaestus, the god of deal. Let's have a look up there. So this temple behind me, the temple of Hephaestus, the god of metalworks, is the best preserved temple of all Greek temples, and it dates back to the 4th century BC. And here on the other side we have like a super beautiful view I'm gonna show you. So the Akropolis, and then on this side we have the city. So this building here is the ancient store. I think it was just like a beautiful building that was given as a gift by one of the kings back then. I think today most of it is rebuilt. It looks very new, and it houses a museum today. So here we have all the remains of these ancient statues. For example, this one is probably the remains of the goddess Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty, and there are many, many more statues. Here I'm at another archaeological site. It is not the Akropolis, however, because to visit the Akropolis you need to book time slots, and for today they were all booked out, so I got some for tomorrow. But there's another area I would like to show you, and this is the temple of Zeus. Unfortunately, it's undergoing construction. I mean, I guess you need to maintain these ancient ruins very well to keep them and preserve them. But it's still impressive. Let's have a look around, because I think you can't really see this very well with the sun.
Yeah, this is a much better view of the temple of Zeus, the king of the gods. It's already late October and the sun is standing very low in the afternoon, but the weather itself is perfect for exploring the city and doing some sightseeing.
Over here on this side we have some more ruins. I think there used to be a temple of Apollo, probably the ruins of this, and over there, somewhere over there, used to be the temple of Zeus' parents, Kronos and Rhea. And Zeus' father Kronos got a prophecy that one of his sons would eventually overthrow him. That's why Kronos ate all his children that Rhea gave birth to. So he swallowed them. But when Zeus was born, Rhea tried to save him, so she moved away with Zeus. Zeus grew up and he was able to pick the thunder from the sky, thunder and lightning. Once he had his power, he overthrew his father Kronos. He killed him and he freed all his siblings that Kronos had swallowed. And all of his siblings became the Olympian gods. Every one of these gods has different abilities, different powers. And Zeus is the mightiest of all. He's the most powerful god. He also gave birth to more Olympian gods like Athena. And yeah, so this was a pretty important temple construction here, I can imagine. Day 3 of exploring Athens, and today we finally got the time slot to visit the Akropolis, and there are some more sites around here, around the Akropolis. First we're gonna head to the Theater of Dionysus, which is right over there, and then hopefully we can time it perfectly to be on top of Akropolis to watch the sunset. The sun is already standing pretty low, so the chances are good. So here I'm standing in front of the Theater of Dionysus. It's the first ever theater built in the whole world. And Dionysus, he's the god of wine and also theater. And down here on the plaque we can see how it used to look like. So that's a model of what it used to look like. So here we have another theater and it's been restored. All these benches here are new, but they're still holding events here. Sometimes there are like concerts and shows here. I think it's pretty cool to watch a show here. And now we're gonna go to the main attraction here in Athens, the Akropolis. So we've arrived to the top. The hike was pretty easy, but there's a lot of people up here. Let's have a look. So here we have the main temple, the Parthenon. And I already thought yesterday the temple of Hephaestus was pretty impressive, but this one is just so much bigger. Incredible. Up here at the temple, you can also clearly see where they put back the pillars together, because of course this was all broken and laying on the ground, but they did a great job reconstructing what was left.
Besides the temple of Athena, who is also the patron of the city of Athens, you can find some temples of the Akropolis dedicated to other gods and heroes. The area offers beautiful views over the nearby mountains and the Aegean Sea.
I think I found my sunset spot and the view is amazing. And now we're gonna wait until the sun goes down.
When the sun slowly sank lower, I went to look for a spot from where I could enjoy the sunset. The sunset I watched here was one of the most beautiful ones I've ever seen.